Happy Homebrew Wednesday, everybody. Um, Sorry for not putting up a video last week, but just crazy busy at the moment. Anyhow, so tonight I thought what I might do is show you some work that I've been doing at my work. And it's what I want to show you is the development of a beer label that we've been working on. So we have a beer, it's called the Educator. It's an IPA, and I thought I might just share that with you. Just been working with a design student, and she's been given a brief, and I just want to show you how this label is evolving and coming about. So let's have a look at that. So the first image here we've got is the initial logo ideas, and the young designer who we've been working with, Rebecca's presented us with four overall sort of ideas of how we can create that logo. You'll notice in there that there's the a barley husk, and next to that is a cane, and part of the branding with this beer is the notion of playing on education and being a little bit naughty, a little bit playful. Sort of reference points to old values of education, but it's certainly got a fun aspect to it, a bit of a naughtiness to this beer, this brand. It's never going to be seen as being too serious. It's got a bit of a naughty aspect to it. These were some of the early images that Rebecca was working with in terms of building a brewery and a brand identity, but they were just really just a little bit too old-fashioned, unfortunately. The next idea that she worked with was playing on some sort of grade or marks, which you often get with school reports and the like, and circling and ticking them, and that kind of handwritten, that sort of look. And we considered using that, but visually the overall label is really lacking in. It's just visually, it's not jumping out at you as such. So she come back with some more ideas on that. Here's just a mock-up of what that would look like in the bottle, and as you can see, it doesn't really stand out, or wouldn't really stand out in the crowd. Then started looking at old school reports and that sort of stamped look that you used to get on old reports as a second concept to explore, school shields, that kind of thing. Unfortunately, it's still quite traditional. It's lacking that innovation, lacking that fun factor about it. So we asked her to explore some more options again with how she might be able to portray some of that, those values in our label. So the third concept she came back with was, again, looking at something that was handwritten on a blackboard, reflecting drawings and notes from school books. Again, the colours a bit insipid. They kind of were lacking some sort of dynamic colours to them, like oranges and reds that we thought were important. So we actually had a bit of a rethink at this stage about how we might progress. So at this stage, we thought, well, let's just take stock and let's rethink about what it is that we wanted. We started doing a little more research into some of the beer logos that are out there, ones that were visually exciting to look at and quite captivating, and it came to our attention that we were lacking imagery on the logo, which was kind of becoming critical to the message we're trying to convey. So we went away with the idea of getting imagery there. Now the thing was that Rebecca, who's working with us, isn't a graphic designer, but she has a lot of skill in photography, so we decided we're trying to leverage off that, and she went away and she presented us with some new ideas on what we could put on our logo, and so I'm going to show you the next series of iterations or developments that occurred as a result of that. Came back with the idea of being naughty by drawing on some of these photos, and that's like the sort of deviant, mischievous aspect of it, which we quite liked. We quite like this idea of these scribbles and drawings on it. But again, with looking at these older images, it still didn't feel quite contemporary enough. So we asked her to maybe explore some more contemporary So this was her response. She come back with this sort of naughty boy image here, free stock imagery that we could use, some drawings on it. But basically, I got really nervous about children, the word spanking and alcohol, and I thought for a minute, oh my God, we're going to be on bloody TV and having to defend ourselves for these what we're proposing here. So we had to really rethink about having children associated with this brand at all. So, ideas of children spanking. Well, I found it funny, but it's a very contentious issue in New Zealand because you can't smack children. So we thought, right, we've got to get children right out of this mix, even though it was a little bit humorous. And we thought, well, maybe headmasters and that could be playful and to explore that as an option. So Rebecca went away and went away for some more with another task, and she came up with this as a solution for it, which is getting close to where I think we're going to end up with this. So this is where she's ended up at this point in time. The word hop spanking is going to be changed to hop smacking IPA. Um, just nervous about that catchphrase spanking. Probably going to change the colour. Also going to be working on some different fonts in terms of the label as well. But yeah, that's where that project's at. It's still a project in development. Still got another week before it'll be finalised, the logo and what it will look like. It's just something that's a work in action. But I thought I'd just share it with you tonight. It's a little bit different and a little bit interesting. Um, yeah. Next week I won't be posting a Homebrew Wednesday. I've got a massive conference on. Going to be doing a really interesting workshop and a pop-up dinner using craft beer. I'll try and get some footage of that and share that with you guys. But yeah, that's all for tonight. Just sharing that little story of what we're up to down here. But you guys have a happy Homebrew Wednesday, and I'll catch you next week.